So no intro, I guess.
Right? I was like, okay, where's the intro at?
Yeah, we thugging. Ain't none of that. What's up, y'all?
Alrighty then.
Hold on. Can't nobody hop on yet, right?
You said what?
Nobody hop on
Yep. Because they don't know. They're like, are they coming on tonight?
yet. Or no. What's up? What's happening, Credit Cleanse family?
Hello, hello, hello. Surprise. We on here. We did not create a live today. So yeah. Had to get on here, let y'all know that we didn't forget it's Wednesday.
Yeah, we thugging in these credit streets and these business streets.
Yes, yes. So if you are on here, please go ahead, take this time to share, 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 tag, tag, tag. Somebody else out there might need this information just as much as you do. And y'all know we're not about to be no haters in these streets.
In these streets.
Yes, yes.
What's up, Miss Maria, Marquita, DT Smith, Mia? What's up, family?
Yes. How y'all doing? And we're going to do the same thing, share, tag, all of that good stuff. Doo-da-doo-da. And we won't be surprised if not that many people get on tonight because, like I said, this was a pop up. Oops, we here. But I am going to do my part and share, 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 and tag, tag, tag. Hey,
Hey,
Drew.
Drew in here? Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, long time no see. Or is that Marquita?
No,
No, Marquita is on here. Okay.
you know it's Drew because he didn't even say hey. He said in that thing. That's
In
Drew.
the YouTube world. All right, guys. Give it one more second. Go ahead, take the time to share, 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 tag, tag, tag. Get as many people as we can up on here. But tonight we are having a conversation that, you know, just might get y'all to thinking of what needs to be done.
Big old facts.
How's everybody doing today, though? Me and five and a half days of school. You counting down, I see. Hey, Ken.
What's up, Sensei? Miss Almond Joy. Are you ready to jump into it?
Yep, I'm ready. All right, so I am your girl, Kyra,
I am your bro, King.
and we are Credit Cleanse.
Yes, we are. Now, some of you are going to call us financial literacy experts. Others are going to say credit repair experts, but we're just striving to be professionals with that personal touch, guys. And since we started this thing, we've been featured in numerous media outlets. I'm talking about front page of the newspaper, multiple magazine articles, including Text Appeal. And we've had advertisements on the radio, features on the radio. And when it comes to those awards, them awards though. We won one of the best small businesses in Central Texas, and then we backdoored and won the best small business in Central Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple categories, y'all. Multiple categories. Also, we won Best in Business Services, Best Small Business of the Year, and we have our own book on Amazon. Shameless plug, Kyra.
Yes, our book on Amazon is called Stop Paying Their Mortgage and Start Paying Your Own. Of course, we know that may be a long title, so you can just type into the search bar Credit Cleanse. That's credit with a K, cleanse with the K, and our book will pull up. If home ownership is the goal, guys, go and check this book out. Not only is it going to help you with cleansing your own credit, tell you what you need to do about those student loans if you have them, as well as any programs out there for you that's available to you that you may not even know about that can do the down payment assistance or your closing costs. So, like I said, if home ownership is the goal, or you know somebody that wants to become a homeowner, guys, go check this book out. It's on Amazon today.
Big old fact. So if you know Kyra and myself, then you know that we do coaching and mentoring. But also we get coached and mentored ourselves because anybody that doesn't have a coach doesn't deserve to be one.
Facts.
Shout out to the GOAT coach. Our coach actually sits on the board for Experian as a subject matter expert. So when it comes to this particular craft, this particular subject, we just kick all the humility out the window, y'all. We just say we fired. We ain't good. We fired. Now, but for real, again, you can call us financial literacy experts or credit repair experts, but we prefer to be called bridge builders because we're going to find out where you are, where you want to be, and we're going to bridge that gap. In most cases, that's financial.
Yes, yes.
So, y'all, if y'all are tired of me flapping my gums and you tired of just staring at Kyra Con hair, then go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Let them ones roll out. Now, give me a 1 if my audio is good and y'all ready to start.
Yes, yes. 111. If y'all are ready to get started in this thing. One thing about us, we love for y'all to be actively involved. Of course, if you've been on here before, you know the more active y'all are, the more sauce we are giving y'all so that y'all can be winning in these streets. Of course, if there's no engagement whatsoever, you know what we do? We shut this bad boy off. Because at the end of the day, we out here winning in these streets, but it wouldn't be right if we didn't bring that sauce back to y'all so that y'all also can be winning in these streets.
So I'm seeing these ones roll out. Kyra, is that enough ones? Does that suffice for you?
I need one more.
Come on, somebody give me a 1.
I need one more. If you can be on here and you coming to get this free sauce, put that 1 in there. Put that 1. Let me know. All right. Thank you. Staying focused. Hey, Josh.
Okay, guys. So has anybody else besides us noticed that everything got like real expensive out of nowhere? Like everything went up. Gas went up. The cost of houses went up. The cost of rent went up. Even down to a Snickers bar.
Mm-hmm.
You can't purchase the same things. Like whatever it cost last year, that's not today's price.
Right.
Anybody else notice that?
Anybody? Say me too. Something like, yeah, definitely noticed it. DT Smith said, yes, everything. Yes, everyone changing prices. Miss Marquita. Yes, Miss Mia. Okay.
So Kyra, tell me what you think about all of this. Well, how you feel about all of this?
If once the pandemic happened, like once COVID came and did its thing, like if it didn't teach anybody anything, was that 1, job security is not always there. And 2, just having one stream of income is not enough in today's world.
I'm glad you mentioned income, and that's that's the big kicker for me, is that the fact that everything went up from like personal goods, household goods, that type of stuff, to the big stuff, fuel and all of that. But people aren't being paid anymore. It's not that you guys that in in the working world got paid an extra $5 an hour or something like that to combat that. Like, no, you're still making that same $17 an hour, $20 an hour. And that was good 5 years ago, but like now that everything's more expensive, then it's like you can't afford the things that you used to have anymore. You got anything you want to add?
Mm-mm.
So let's talk. I'm gonna talk to my savers for a minute. You know, when they told you like you need to go to school and get a good job and you need to save some money, put your money in savings and just hold it. We know some people that save. They have like a nice little savings too. So imagine that you have $100,000 in your savings, right? And you feel like, well, man, that $100,000 is a lot of buying power or purchasing power. But now that same $100,000 would only, instead of getting what normally would be $100,000 worth of goods, it's only like $80,000 worth of goods or $85,000 worth of goods. So that means that that money that you got, which is fiat, by the way, it's not real money. That paper currency that you have is losing value at like a drastic rate if you're not paying attention. Mm-hmm. This is how I prove myself right. Everything costs more. You're not being paid more. So if everything costs more, then that means that you can purchase less. if you just want to hold money, if you just really want to hold money like that, you need to put it in some stocks for the long haul. Or even if you're not into that, like Keem, I'm not into that stuff. I ain't trying to do no stocks. I'm not trying to do no real estate. Well, at least buy some gold. Buy some gold, buy some silver, something that's going to outpace inflation. Because if you have $100,000 or even 10K, even if you got $10,000 in your savings, like you're losing money by holding it. Yes, your account says $10,000, but the purchasing power isn't $10,000 anymore.
Facts. Oh my gosh. What just happened?
So since we're talking on the subject of talking about the savers, Kyra, what would you do if you know that inflation is real, everything's costing more, and you just wanted to save some money? What would you put it in?
One, I'm investing in real estate because real estate is doing the opposite.
True.
Real estate is doing the opposite, and I've never seen where, like, if you purchase in land, like that is going to decline. It's constantly like going up, increasing in value. So that would be my biggest thing.
I like that. Because now if I can get so if I am that person that has 100,000 in the bank, like why not get a house that costs 100,000? So now you have an asset that's worth 100K, but it's an income producing asset. Because even if you're renting it out for a few $100s a month, you're still, one, not only are you getting a return on your investment, but that investment is 9 times out of 10 is going to outpace the inflation. Because in, let's say, 5 years, that property isn't worth 100,000 anymore. Let's say it's worth 105,000, maybe 110,000. Like that's better than what you would have did if you just leaving it in the bank.
Mm-hmm. Today is your world.
Is it?
Yep.
I see that. So, okay, well, let's jump in to your world a little bit as well. Can we agree that working is really not it?
I can agree that even if you are working, you need to have some type of side gig going on.
Thanks.
Something that's bringing you something in. And even if you're one of those like, hey, I don't want to do anything, guys, there's something that somebody else wants to learn from you. So why not make it into a course, which is now going to be like a digital product, and have that running in the back end? So now that's bringing you in money, and you never had to go out and do anything. All you're doing is making a course or putting a video together. Let's say that you are, for example, a nurse out here. I'm a nurse, There's so many new nurses coming about because it's a nurse shortage right now, right? So these people that are graduating, they don't know what to expect. And we all know, if you are a nurse, that once you go into the field, it's nothing like what they said was it was going to be in school. So why not create a course to help out new nurses, to fill them in, fill the blanks in? Like I'm giving y'all a play out here if you are one of those, or if you're in a different industry, I'm giving you a play. Like, why not create a course that fills in the gaps of what you don't really learn in school, and now offer that to everybody you know? If it's a great product, guess what they're going to do? Tell other people that they know. But that all you did was spend a couple of hours out of your day each day to put your little course together. And now this is a digital product sitting somewhere on the side that's going to constantly be bringing you in income. Why are we not doing this?
That's a good question. And also, just to add a little bit more onto that, knowing what we know now about business and relationships, why not? So if nurses are coming out of school all the time, I would be going to the school. I'm about to talk to somebody. I'm about to talk to a teacher. I'm about to talk to whoever to see if I can come and give some free education, which I will. I will give some free game about what you can expect. And now you're building that know, like, and trust factor. and more people are going to get into that. So let's say that you can do that twice out of the month, and you can get you two new clients. 10 new clients. We only charging them $100 for this amazing course that you put in years and years of your education, years and years of your on-the-job experience in this course for them. And you only going to charge them $100. 100 times 10 is $1,000, right, y'all? You just gave yourself $1,000 raise. Look, this can pay for my rent, or it can almost pay for my rent. We have to supplement our income out here. When I say working ain't it, I'm not telling you not to have a job, but just trying to work. Like, what's the average income? Like $60,000 to $70,000.
What, for the year?
Yeah, like 60 to 70,000.
Here? Are you talking about here?
Well, what is it here?
Okay, for Texas, the average is like 37,000.
37,000. And you got to have, let's divide that by 3. So let's say that if you want to rent, right? Carol, come on, let's get people a raise. We're going to give them 35,000, y'all. And we're going to divide that by 3. So the most that you can really afford is like $1,100 roughly per month, like for rent. And nowadays it's like you getting a spot in the hood.
Right. And that's not factoring everything else that you got going on. Because remember, everything went up. So why not have something that's sitting on the side? Like I said, can you not invest like a month of your weekends to put this together? That's something that's going to constantly bringing you something in.
And Kyra's literally speaking your language because she's telling you exactly what she did. Not so much, ultimately we did do a course, but she was working full time as a nurse, like, and she was making pretty good money. You know what I'm saying? Like, but not to me, not for how much she was missing, like out of our kids' life. Like it wasn't worth it. But she was making good money by anybody's standard. She was making pretty decent money, but she's not there most of the time. So it's like she's missing babies walking, babies talking, all of these moments. So, and it seemed like all you did was come home. Like you'll come home from work and go right to sleep.
Yeah.
Just to get it up, do it all over again. And don't let this be one of your little grinding seasons where you feel like I just got to get it. And now you're doing 18-hour shifts, or you're doing 2 shifts. Look, this is the game she was running, y'all. She was doing like that travel nursing and whatnot, doing PRN. So she'll have a main job, and she would still go out to Austin, and making $30 to $40 an hour there. But she's literally going like taking power naps in her car, or trying to finish work early so she can take naps. That's slavery. I don't care what you call it. Like you're a slave to your lifestyle now. You're a slave to paying the rent man. And out of all of that work, she saved us some money, but it wasn't even a lot, because when life happened and she couldn't work, that got blew through pretty fast. Like really, really fast.
Really, really fast.
How many people can relate to that? You feel like you work a lot, but you have just enough money to be broke. Go ahead and put me a 3 in the chat if y'all can get with that. Now give me a 2. Give me a 2 in the chat if you feel like you're working a lot. Some of y'all probably tired now. Some of y'all at work right now. But you feel like you work a lot and you have just enough money to be broke. Go ahead and put a 2 in the chat. Come on now. I need some transparency.
Let's be honest.
Keep it real with your boy, Rick James.
2.
Or even if you at work and you tired right now. Come on now. Even if you're like, well, no, I got money. I ain't broke. But is you tired though? You have freedom. If it's not you, then put a 2 in the chat. Like, nah, that ain't me. I ain't got the freedom, bro. I got the money, but I ain't got the freedom.
DT, we needed that many.
He too tired.
No, we definitely want y'all to get out of that. You know what I'm saying? It's for me, it wasn't, I'm gonna just be transparent. Like I used to hear nurses like they were getting 5 to 50 cent raises in a year, and you don't understand how many hours they put in. And also with the CNAs as well. Like they was working 16-hour shifts just to get, like at one place, a 5-cent raise. To me, that's like a slap in the face. Like I'm putting in overtime for you to say all I'm worth is 5 cents. And there's other places I know, like not just nursing, period, like that don't even give raises.
Yeah. With a 50-cent raise, that's only extra $80 per month. With the 50-cent raise, if you're working 8 hours a day, and nurses tend to work more than that, but 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, for 4 weeks, that's $80. Some weeks have 5, so that's $100. But then we said we was gonna create that course and we sold it to one person. We already made that $100. Yo, working hard. Me and Kyra was having this conversation. Kyra is like a workhorse. She is a grinder. She made me feel lazy. I'm not gonna lie. But I have to pull her into my world. And I'm like, yo, it's not always about working hard. It's like working smart, because you're putting a lot of good energy out there, and you're not getting a great return. Mm-hmm. So if you're doing 5 things, and it makes you $1,000, and I do one and it make $1,000, she'd be mad at me. Sometimes she'd be hating.
Low key.
Easy. Why I'm running and you walking? I'm like, why are you running? She's like, well, why am I running and you walking? I'm like, why am I walking and you running right now? And we're literally arriving at the same time. But don't get it twisted. She a beast at what she do, and she definitely outshines me in a lot of areas, and I definitely outshine her in a lot of areas too. Had to throw that out there. But now for real, but some of you are like Kyra, y'all came up in the corporate world. Y'all you went to college and you got your career, and all you know is work. Y'all got Rihanna playing on your ringtone. Work. That's what y'all do. People don't really get rich by working. And if they do, it's a very, very small amount. People invest. People start businesses in order to get rich or to get ahead or to buy back their freedom. Let's call it that. You can't work to buy back your freedom. If that's the case, then how come all of our ancestors, our grandmothers and grandfathers, now this is supposed to be those years where they're retiring and they're getting side jobs. They getting a little disability and their little pensions and whatnot, but you still got to work as a Walmart greeter. You still have to go work at the dollar store because you don't have freedom. Like, that's not it. And respects to them for paving the way. But that's just not it. That is not the way.
Facts. I told you this your thing tonight.
So whatever you guys want to do, I'm gonna need you to do it. Stocks your thing. You're like, no, I'm kind of interested in stocks. I can do that. Yo, you need to go do it ASAP. Go get you some stocks. I'll get you a little money. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're a saver, this is for my savers. Yeah, go get you some stocks. They got stocks that pay dividends. You know what that means? That means you can put your money in there, and your money is going to grow over time. The stock market is designed to go up. It's going to have those up and down moments, but it's designed to go up, y'all. And they're going to pay you dividends. Some of them are like, I think mostly like quarterly, for real. More often than not, it's going to be quarterly. So it means like every 3 months, they can give you a nice chunk of change. So let's say they only give you, I'm going to say this real quick. I'm going to shut up, at least for a minute. So let's say they only giving you $200, right? But let's say that you got a Verizon phone and you put your money in the Verizon stock, and now they're paying you enough to pay your phone bill. Aren't you buying back your time? Well, that's a little bit less I got to work. Right? That makes sense, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, man, Verizon paying for my phone. Appreciate you.
All right. Facts. If anything, if y'all don't do nothing else or y'all don't take anything else from tonight, like, please find something that's going to constantly bring you something in that you're not having to work for. And don't look at it like, oh, it's only bringing me in 100 or 200. Well, if it's bringing you in that amount, that means somebody out there was interested, right? So now all you need to do is find a way, take that $100 or $200 that you made, reinvest it, and now that's where the marketing starts. So you're getting it out to more people. And don't be afraid to also give them something of value. People not just gonna buy from you off top. You have to be pouring into them or giving them something that they're gonna be like, oh, okay, I do need this. Like if I go and speak to our new nurses or whatever, and I'm 10 years in the game, And then if they're around me enough, like on shift, they like this. Oh yeah, she know what she doing. Stuff that would take me the whole day, then she done wiped out in 2 hours.
Hmm.
Now they're like, okay, I do need to go and get this. Let me see what she's doing.
So I was going to say, so look, I'm a veteran. So I went through the military, and when I joined the military, I don't know how some of y'all were. I was the first person out of my family like to really like just leave Southeast Georgia and go do something. So I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. I just know I wanted to do more than what I was seeing. So I joined the military. I had no idea that it's a beast. Like the military is a beast, and you need guidance. It needs to be structured. So how many of you on here are veterans? Put a V in the chat if you're a veteran. Shout out to all my veterans. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your contribution to society. Put a V in the chat if you're a veteran. Put a V in the chat if you're a veteran. For you telling me that you don't have a lot of things that you can teach somebody that's coming up behind you, all of these soldiers? It's not no tips and tricks of the trade that you can give them. Tell them how to structure their disability. Show them how to set things up so they can get promotions. Set themselves up so where they can have a fruitful career. You telling me that you don't have no knowledge of that?
Or what to expect when coming out.
That part. Thank you. That part. So you telling me out of all of this years and years of experience you guys got, some of y'all 2 years, some of you 4, some of you 8, some of you 10, some of you 12, some of you 20, some of you 30, some of y'all 30 plus. You're telling me that you don't have anything to offer to somebody behind. I know you do. That's a dumb question. I know you do. So why not put that in the course? Give it to I would have been happy about that. It's like, hey, look, especially if my recruiter had something, it's like, hey man, look, I know this is what you want to do, but you need to check out this video as well, because this is going to show you what you have to expect and how to navigate these waters. I came in here clueless, running my head into the wall. That's me running my head to the wall. I'm just saying, no matter what it is, no matter what your background is, I don't care if you feel like, well, man, King, I've been hustling all my life and I just got out of prison. I don't know. I tell you what, you can show people how to, what not to do. Well, better yet, they have this dude named Joe Baker, and he literally tells his story. He wrote a book and he tells the story on Instagram and YouTube. And dude he makes enough money not to work for nobody. He literally tells his story all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, y'all, hey, buy my book, but hey, man, put $1 in the chat. Put $1 in the chat. I mean, I done sent the dude $5. He asked me for $1. I sent him $5. I sent him $5. So it's like, I don't know. It's always ways to make money out here, regardless of what your background is. So now y'all about to get me to preaching. Because despite what anybody tells you, I don't want to hear that, oh, humans are trash. People aren't inherently good. Like, yo, you was a born winner. When your father ejaculated into that portal that was your mother, you had 100 million brothers and sisters. So in order for you to be here, that means you won the great race. You were a born winner. You were literally 1 in 100 million.
Mm-hmm.
You beat 100 million other beings to get here. So you're not about to tell me that you're not great. You're not about to tell me that I can't. No, you in your way. Get out your feelings. Stop blocking your blessings. Get around the right people. Get away from that dude that ain't no good. Get away from that girl that ain't no good. Get away from those people that ain't no good. And sometimes it's family. You got to move away. Don't be afraid to jump off the tip. Excuse me, but don't be afraid to venture out and go get it and come back with it, y'all. I'm not accepting that. And people will tell you oh, y'all are flawed people, y'all are broken people. Now, I'm a vessel of the Most High. Now, just because my dash does do over 200 miles per hour. Sometimes I do 60. Sometimes I do 60. Sometimes I don't max out all my potential, but that doesn't change the fact that I got 200 on the dash. That does not change the fact that I am great. It's because I don't live up to my potential all the time. Just because you don't live up to your potential all the time does not mean that you're great. It doesn't mean that you're not great. Like you are.
I don't have nothing to say to this.
Real talk. When you're going to tell me y'all can let a couple of dollars start me, I'm scared of credit cards. Is you serious? Was you scared to swim? You wasn't scared then, and you talking about like we scared of some plastic. Some plastic. We talking about plastic. we let the most minuscule, the most small things hold us back when we are designed for success. You have so much energy. You like an apple seed. Everything that an apple seed needs is already inside. It just needs the right set of conditions. You know what I'm saying? That's just the water and the soil. I just need the right set of conditions, and I'm gonna flourish out this piece. I already got it in. No, I thought you wanted to say something. Go ahead, talk to the people, guys.
No, I told you this is you.
But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we see who's winning out here. Y'all are running like $1 million corporations. Bring it back around. Y'all are running like multi-million-dollar corporations. Some of you are. I was covering up my speak. I'm tripping. I said some of you are handling transactions for $1 million corporation. And some of you are running it yourself, but you're not willing to do it for yourself, though. That's crazy. I know a manager at a convenience store. Fire. He do everything. They know how to clean. They know how to do the work to register. They know how to hire. They know how to train. They even know how to order stuff for the store, right? So why can't you do that for your own? Or, well, I don't know where to start. So what if I find somebody that is business savvy like Kyra? She's like, nah, look, I ain't never ran no store, but I know how to get the money though. We can get this capital. I tell you what, I can get the capital. I can get the building. Can you work the rest? Why aren't we doing this, y'all? Why aren't we? Somebody got to tell me why. Why we ain't doing it? I needs to know. We ain't going no further. I needs to know, why aren't we doing this, y'all?
Seriously. What's stopping y'all from being great? Because I said a lot of people like, you're amazing, but we're all amazing. There's nothing that me and Keem are doing that nobody like y'all can't do. We got one person say capital.
And I appreciate that. You know the quickest way to get money is not to work for us, to borrow it. Some of y'all ain't asking nobody for nothing. That's a lie. You use your credit card, don't you? That means you're borrowing money now. You're gonna pay it back later. So I think the only thing that scares y'all is a zero.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that scares you is a zero. Some of you are comfortable borrowing $10 from a friend. Some of you comfortable borrowing 100. Some of you are comfortable borrowing 1,000. You know what I'm saying? All I'm doing is adding a zero. At what point did the zero bother you? Like, oof, that's a lot. We do it anyway. Especially if you here. That means you're in the credit world. You're in the credit game. You're already borrowing money. So you got the cap. The capital is there. Even if you can't touch it right now, the capital is there. But when you get that capital, DT, can I hold you accountable to do what's necessary? And you're in our program, so you know I'm definitely accountable. You know what I'm saying?
I like this one. If you want to be honest, I lack motivation.
Man, I appreciate that.
Transparency.
I respect the honesty. I respect the transparency. Darlisha, do you have children?
Darlisha,
I'm sorry. Darlisha, do you have children?
she doesn't.
Do you want to have children? You don't have children. Do you want to have children? Do you have some nieces and nephews that you care about? You don't want no kids. So do you have some nieces and nephews that make your heart warm?
And we know it's a lag on our side. So
my bottom line is it somebody in your family? She said, sure. Is it somebody in your family that you care about, that you want to help? Is it your mom? Is it your father? Is it a grandma? Is it an auntie? Is it a cousin? Is it a niece? Is it a nephew? Is it somebody at some point in your life that helped you and you feel like, you know what, I want to pay them back? Use that as your motivation. Or, you know, like maybe you grew up rough. Maybe you like me. Like you had it rough as a kid and now you don't want people behind you to have to go through the same things. Like you tap into that and use that as your motivation.
Facts. Our motivation is also just you doing better than anybody said that you was gonna be like out here. For me, which is crazy, and this is something that me and King always get into as well. Like for me, is the motivation for me is to prove people wrong. So if I hear somebody that's said something bad about me, or they're like, "Oh, you're only gonna do this," like for some reason that fuels me, and that make me go as hard as I possibly can.
Facts.
That's probably my toxic trait as well.
Facts.
But I don't know what it is. Like, you know, being told while I was in high school that all I was going to do is live off of the government just because I had a baby while I was in high school. Like that put some fire in me. Like, now I'm about to graduate with my class at the top. And guess what I'm about to do? Go to college as well. Like, so that type of stuff. So you have to find what is something that just gets your gears going. And now today is my kids.
Her is like that. You tell her she can't do something, she about to work double hard to prove you wrong. My only problem with that is it's like if you, and this is just like and this is more of like an intimate conversation because me and Kyron had this, like she said, we argue about this.
Yes.
My only thing is if you're the type of person that you're only fueled and motivated by adversity, then you're always going to attract some kind of negativity to your life in order for you to be fueled by that continuously. And it's like now it gets deeper because if you have to have something negative to inspire you, like how does that affect the people in your life? How does that affect your children? How does that affect your partner? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's deeper. It's deeper than rap. I don't knock it because, like I said, she a beast. When she turned up, I just get out the way. Like, all right, cool. Steve Harvey hands. I'm you on the other side. Yo ass. But no, for real, I get out of the way when she turns up. But like I have to keep it real with her. You know, and as a friend, at the end of the day, as a co-parent and all this other good stuff, is like, yo, I'm gonna be your friend. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like,
Okay, here you can.
I said, you know, aside from us being co-parents and business partners and all that other stuff, it's like I have to be your friend and tell you the truth. It's like, yo, like you have to be aware of what you're manifesting in your life.
Facts.
And she had to do the same thing for me. Because trust and believe, she get on me. She done got on me today. And yesterday. And the day before yesterday.
And sent you a picture.
Facts. I had enough motivation to start the process. It's already started. No motivation to grow. I'm trying to turn it passive now. Okay, I get that. Sometimes it sounds like you may be a little lost, and you said it before I could. I'm trying to find my why. And your why has to be bigger than you. It has to be greater than a selfish reason like Kyra's like, oh, they said I couldn't do it.
Gotta prove it. Like,
it got to be bigger than you.
It
got to be bigger than you. It has to be like something that's going to get you out of the bed in the morning. My thing is because I grew up the way that I did, I would never want another human being to have to go through the stuff that I went through. So my thing is like I'm always going to try to help somebody avoid those pitfalls and avoid that pain that I had to go through. And it doesn't matter how much money I got. This is how you know you got a good why. It doesn't matter how much money I got. I can have $1 or I can have $100 million. I'm still going to do that. I'm still going to do that. Your why cannot have a dollar amount, y'all. It cannot. And I'm not saying you're going to find your why tonight because it's deeper than rap. But when you find it, when you figure like, you know what, this is what drives me. It can't have no dollar amount to it. Do not attach a dollar amount to it. Because when you find that why, you find your purpose.
Right. And also another reason why I don't put a dollar to your why, like it can't be a dollar amount, is due to the fact once you achieve that, then what? Like you're gonna be done with it.
Magnificence, mental condition. People have been conditioned to work for others. That's big old facts. You know what? That is facts. We have been conditioned. They created a whole system, a whole pipeline to train you and to mentally prepare you to work for somebody else. Real talk. First, they got you working for grades. And when you like people like Kyra, when you don't make good grades, you cry. She don't get an A, she in tears. Let her get an 89. Oh my God, they couldn't give me 1 point. 1 point. Yeah, that's her. And me, I'm just as smart, but I'm like, man, look, bro, I got that C, I'm good. And don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
I was an A student. At some point, I'm like, bro, hold on, what I'm gonna do? I got real problems. Man, whatever. I passed. All right, cool. You know what's crazy? Do you know what's crazy? Those are the people that tend to excel more, especially
that is true.
Entrepreneurship.
And I learned, I definitely have learned that. Like when it comes to entrepreneurship, it is those. Like you can be an A student all day, every day. And they tell you this, well, at least they did for me in college. If you used to be an A's and you're going to be making a C, like it's okay. When you go out there in the field, if you were one of those that was just passing or whatever, you tend to excel versus somebody that was like strictly by the book and everything else. Because there's some stuff that in there that you're missing. It's that either personality is something.
So my next message is get some new conditioner, right? So some of y'all out here using Pantene Pro V, and that is not for you. Pantene Pro V is not for people of color. You need to get you some woke stuff with some apple cider vinegar and some activated charcoal. You know what I'm saying? I don't know all the ingredients. I'm just saying that conditioner, that Pantene Pro V, is drying out your hair. You need to get some new conditioner. Cool. The same thing with that. Your life has been set up to be conditioned to work for someone. You need some more conditioning. That means that you need to go hang with some business owners. You have to get away from your friends. You have to get away from your family members. Now, unless your family members are some multimillionaires and they business people, they entrepreneurs, then cool. You're locked in. You're tapped in with the right set of people. But if you come from a working class family and all people know is work, 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 this is what we do. We work and we work hard. Like, yo, that doesn't work for us anymore. We got to get some more conditioner. So you know what that means? That means that all we got is Pantene Pro V in our county, in our city. So I got to go to Georgia and go get this apple cider vinegar with this activated charcoal. And that's what we do. I might got to go to Miami to get this apple cider vinegar and this activated charcoal. I got to go get this conditioner because my hair is dry. It is dry. Your hair is dry. So where are you going to go to get this conditioner?
Facts. You definitely got to uncondition yourself.
Facts. And that's real. And I'm glad you said that because that's a big thing. Some people don't even know. Like, I don't know. It's just like that. What everybody else is doing. Me and Kyra talk about that. She'll tell me about, hey, you know, such and such said this. And it may be like friends or family members or whatever. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Now we argue. I don't care. But yo, if they aren't where we want to be in life, then it's like, man, I can't care about this. We can always go back and do that.
You're right.
Worst case scenario, and this is the great thing about, family. Family always gonna welcome you back, right? And I'm not telling you cut your family off in a negative spirit. I gotta cut myself off from you so I can bring more to you. Look, I'm about to go get us some good conditioner, man. Our head's itching. Like I'm about to go get this apple cider vinegar and this activated charcoal, but it's down the street, so I'll be back. Don't leave us. I will be back. Okay. And it's the same thing with our friends and our family members. Like, yo, y'all don't know nothing about this activated charcoal and this apple cider vinegar. You know what I'm saying? I got to go get it. I seen somebody down the street with some luxurious hair. You know what I'm saying? They ain't scratched their head not one time. I won't live like that. Somebody on their phone too, probably looking up shampoo and conditioner like this. Since he talking about, I did run out. So let me.
Marquita, I'm gonna come back to yours because she said the zeros is our problem. I want to come back to that, just what you said, just because I definitely want to go in depth, like for everybody on here. But
you don't want to. She was next anyway. You don't want to.
Okay, well, get on there then. I was going to save it because I know I'm gonna go. All right, so a lot of people, for us in the beginning, I think it was the zeros as well.
Mhm.
Getting over a hurdle, like dang, like we really just made this. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the impact and everything like that. But I want to say if it is the zeros, it's not only like you seeing the zeros there. I think it's also like that's a mental thing. Like for all of us, is we have to like focus because we're worried about so much and getting our it is those zeros that we tend to do so much at once that now we lose focus on everything and we're not getting anything done. And I hope that makes sense to everybody on there. Like you really have to buckle down because everybody's like, oh, I got to get here. Or you see somebody that's next to you, they didn't already made it. They didn't got here, they making 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, whatever it is. And you're like, okay, now I got to get there. So you trying to do it by any means necessary, but you're losing focus on what was the reason that you started.
Mm.
And when you actually start worrying about that or getting focused on that, guys, zeros are going to come. But the problem is some of us get so attached to like the dollar amount that now it's not coming. It's not lining up. And that's the same for us. When we was focused on the dollar, it wasn't working. But when we changed our focus and like, okay, we have to figure out how are we going to impact people? How many lives can we change today? And we're not talking about you enrolling in our services or anything, just us talking to you, bettering your life in some type of way. And you're like, you know what? I just tuned into their live, and just because of this, now I'm here. That means so much more. So when you find out that reason, those zeros are going to come. And I was talking about this the other day, is we tend to get information. We are information hoarders. We will learn something, and now, like if we interested, how many of you, like if you interested in credit and stuff, you didn't listen to this person over here, then you backdoor went over here, then you went over here to Sonia, and now you would credit cleanse. You have to find out one source that is going to work for you and go with them all the way until you can't go no more. And then maybe go to another source. And the reason is because guess what? They might be doing something different over there that's going to conflict with what's going on over here. So now you're going to be stuck because you're doing two different things that just don't go together. You know what I mean? So therefore, like, lose the focus, drop the numbers, financial problems, or anything that anybody going through, and that's including us. Like when we had stuff going on, like, and you just have to focus. What is your goal? What is the key? What is something that you're trying to do? And get that accomplished, and then worry about everything else.
Can I make 2 points real quick about the zeros? So I'm gonna say the first thing is, when it comes to zeros, right? Your mind frame is set up because of the proximity. It's because of the people that you're around, right? So look, we're gonna take one thing: great value bottled water. Great value bottled water. When you go to the corner store in the hood, right? I think like $1.25, $1.50. Great value water. Now, if you happen to go out with some friends, you know what I'm saying, your loved ones, you go to the club, that bottle of water might be what, $3 to $5? Think bottle of water. The location change, and now it's $3 to $5. Now, don't go to a hotel, especially one of them nice ones. That same bottle of water, $8. $8. The water did not change. Only, I know you're talking about, ooh, water getting nice. I was fresh out of prison, girl. All water tastes good.
It's life.
Oh, okay. God. I was on a boil water notice for 5 years. So my whole point is like the water itself never changed. It was only the location that it was in. So the same thing happens to you. It's not that you are limited. You know what I'm saying? It's just the environment that you're in. When you change your environment, then those zeros change. You know why? Because the zero is only it's your mentality. That's the only thing it is. The only thing it is your mentality. Like once you get around, so once you got a job, so if you're homeless, $10 is a lot. If you got a job, it's not. If you got a job, it's not. And now you're comfortable borrowing $100. You're like, I know I made thousands, so I don't mind borrowing $100, right? So if you make tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands, you don't mind borrowing $1,000. It's like you have to change the environment. And I promise you, making money is really not that hard. What I notice is, and I'm gonna tell you, and this brings me to my next point. What I notice is that once you get around the right people, you're going to make more money. Once you get around the right people, you're going to make more money. It's just the nature of it. So if you're hanging around your regular friends and all they want to do is club and go to parties and whatnot, you ain't making no money. Now, if you say you go out to lunch with Kyra or myself, now we done gave you some game. It's like, oh, what you do? Oh, I like to do this. Well, hey, we done show you how to put a little course together. We done pull out our phones and show you how to edit it and this, that, and the third. And now we done got some money in your pocket. That fast. But some of you can't take that wisdom right away. You know why? Because you're a hater. You're letting the spirit of jealousy and envy stop you from seeing the blessing in it. Because you'll covet what your neighbor has. You'll look at the next person like, man, that should have been me. That should be me. That should be mine. You got to remove that energy. And we all have it inside of us. We all got a little hater in us. You have to move that energy to the side and look at that as the blessing that it is. Yo, I am grateful that I'm in this circle right now. Mm-hmm. I'm grateful that I'm the brokest person in this circle right now, because that means I have the ability to level up. You know what it's like to be the richest person in the circle? And you might only have $100 to your name. Everybody else broke. You're the richest person in that circle. What everybody gonna ask you? Hey man, can you buy me something from McDonald's? Can you give me something from the store? Can you give me? That's just how it is. Or somebody be like, hey man, how you made $100? Somebody gonna ask you for something. That's just the nature of it. Get into a circle where you can ask for something. Hey, how you did that? I make $1,000. Like, rich people love to share too. Like, oh man, When you're around some really like wealthy people, they don't want you to pay for nothing. No, it's on me, man. Put your money up. You're embarrassing me. I experienced that. I was around some people that had some money. And it's like, oh, come on, watch out, man. Come on, you good, man. It's on me. That's a good feeling. It's a good feeling when you know you pour into people. And I know a lot of you feel this way. It feels good to when somebody gives back to you. When you know that you're a giver, you're always pouring into somebody, you're always helping somebody up. It feels good to be lifted up. Speaking of, that's your damn problem. You can't accept help. Somebody out here trying to help you. Know I got it. You know you're struggling. You was just crying last night in the car about this very same thing. And God throw your life raft. You tell me, so now I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna leave you alone. But I said what I said.
Definitely hit.
That's nerves. I know that last one. He was like, ooh.
Hit some nerves right there.
What are you talking to? Say friends and family don't support you. Yeah. Unfortunately, that is the case. A lot of us are going to be first generation millionaires. Some of y'all are first generation 100,000aires. And, you know, some of our friends and family members are stuck in that spirit of jealousy and envy. See, they may not support you. My biggest supporter has been strangers. I'm not going to lie.
Same here.
Has been some strangers. It is what it is. Hey, look, Jesus did it. They couldn't accept Jesus being the Messiah because they're going to talk about Jesus, man. You remember that time you fell out the tree? Jesus, where was your powers then? No, he had to go down the street and become the Messiah. He had to go get it and come back with it. I'm just saying. I'm not a preacher. I'm just telling you how I accepted the message. I'm crazy. Came a little slow. So I'm like, man, that's crazy, man. They was going to hate on Jesus.
I never like
he walked on water. You remember he almost drowned at the pond? But he walking on water now. Whatever, Jesus. They would have took him serious, man. He had to go get it and come back with it, y'all.
And I'm gonna say this: like, don't let that be the reason that stops you from being great. Friends and family, and sometimes it's not intentionally, Like they might not be doing it on purpose. They might be thinking that they're doing it like in it with purest of intentions as far as they don't want to see you hurt.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to see you fail. So they feel like, oh no, I'm helping you by not support. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, but sometimes that is. But don't let that stop you. Get out there and meet new people. Find people that are like-minded like you. Find people that are living the lifestyle that you want to live. I say this all the time. That vision that was put into you is your vision for a reason. It's nobody else's vision. So they don't see what you see. So attract those type of people that are going to support you. Guys, y'all can say something about credit cleansing. Y'all gonna see so many people come out the woodwork and be like, you said what about credit cleanse?
You said what? You better talk about your president. Don't say nothing about credit cleanse.
But we had to go out there and get it. We formed those relationships, those bonds. And that's the same thing with you. Don't let that be the reason that stop you. At the end of the day, it's you. You only. If something happened, you break your leg today, it's you. You broke your leg. Nobody else broke your leg.
And don't think it was easy. My bad. You know, spark me. I was about to say, and yeah, I just wanted to let them know that it's not easy either. When we went to go get it, it wasn't the most comfortable financially, emotionally, mentally. Like we might have been going through some of the worst moments, but we still decided to go get it. Like facts. And when it comes to that friends and family thing we were talking about, some of y'all are Moana. I know y'all seen the movie, right? I know I ain't the only adult that don't watched it while the kids wasn't there. Some of you are Moana. That means that you have a family member that tried to go past the reef before on their own and they failed, or they had some kind of unfortunate circumstances and now they're scared for your safety and they feel like they're protecting you when really they're restricting you. They are restricting you from your greatness. You're supposed to be the one to venture out past the reef, to go get it and come back with it. Understand, you Moana. Hey man, that movie trying to teach you something, all right?
Facts. Like I said, I definitely hope y'all getting something from this so y'all can get out there and be great. Get out your own way. And I'm going to say this. Step one is regardless, it doesn't matter that we are a credit company. I'm saying this. Step one is learning finances, period. Because you can come into contact with so much. If I gave you $1 million today, what would you do with it? And that's something for you to think about. Like, what would you do with it?
I don't even have to say it. I'm going to give me a Porsche Panera bread. I'm going to give me one of them.
No, honestly, a lot of people's like, no, if I had this, I would be straight. Think about all the people that win the lottery. 9 times out of 10, they file for bankruptcy.
Yes.
So before you even come in contact with that, you got to get your finances ordered and learn to manage it, learn just the money game, period. And the next thing is credit. Credit is a huge part. We have had multi-millionaires that had to come through us to get their credit cleansed just due to the fact they had the money, but their credit was trash. And that still stops you from a lot of stuff.
I don't want to miss any questions. My bad.
So please, before you even get to that, let's focus on that step one.
Find your why. So I'm most definitely trying to find my why. So when we were starting Credit Cleanse, guys, I actually wanted to get into trucking. I wanted to get into transport. I'm like, yeah, I can make some good money there. When I tell you, God, the universe blocked every move that I try to make. I went and got my little permit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whoop. Now I'm who I can get to pay for these classes. I heard about Swift. I'm like, hey, what's up, Swift? Y'all gonna hire me? You know what I'm saying? I work for a year. You know what I'm saying? If y'all pay for my schooling. Nah, I can't mess with you, man. You got that record. I can't do it. All right, cool. It is what it is. I'm calling everybody that got one of those programs. I'm going to ATDS, which is like a local trucking school in Killeen. Hey, look, I'm there. I'm there with it. And this is before we got into credit. So I'm exhausting all of these remedies. I even went to the Texas Workforce. So for anybody that wants to get in trucking, the Texas Workforce did have a dope program. I don't know if they still have it, but as long as you take this test and you pass it, kind of like, I guess it's like an ASVAB or whatever, take that test, and then, you can get like a grant and they'll pay for your trucking school. When I tell you ain't nothing worked for me, and like I broke down crying. I remember like me and Kyle was in the car and I just pulled on the side of the road. I just broke down in tears. It's like, yo, what is it? Like, why am I, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really trying to put my best foot forward after, my incarceration. And it's like, why is this working for me when I'm trying to do the right thing? At the time, I just couldn't see that wasn't for me. Right now, I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do. Because when we went through that process, when we spent that $4,200 and it didn't work out, and then we decided to start this company, when I tell you we flourished like really quick, it's like when they say the heavens opened up, the heavens opened up. Because when you are aligned with your purpose, there's nothing that can stop you. Things will be moved out of your path like magic. So that's what some of you are feeling. If you feel like you started a business and you can't even I ain't even got no energy to make it grow, because that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Because your purpose is not about profit. Your purpose is about people. And once you help the people, then the profit comes. Stop focusing on the money. What is it that you like? What is it that you hate? What is it that you like? I hate these set of conditions. I'm gonna do everything I can to change it. It could be prison reform. It could be education. It could be whatever it is. You need to focus on that. Focus on your purpose. Then the profit's going to come. I promise you. I'm just telling you what I've experienced. I'm telling you what I see on a regular basis. Quit trying to chase the money. Do not chase the money, because it's going to outrun you. But if you focus on your purpose, you're going to notice like, hey, what's up? I see you in a minute. And then you move past it, because now you're in a whole nother tax bracket. It just worked like that. It worked like that. I'm going to shut up, y'all. After I pass this collection plate right here on the right side, I'm going to start on the right side. Swing it to the left for me. Oh, I like that. It's magnificent. Plans change, decisions don't. Decide to win. Hey, it's just a decision. Starting a business is just a decision. Leading that bad relationship is just a decision. Starting a new relationship is just a decision. Marquita said it's a feeling like we can't get help because no one see the type of money we see. Yeah, but that's your fault. And me and you here with it. You know what I'm saying? Me, you, and Drew, we right here with it. Yeah, it's your fault. So when was the last time that you went to some kind of event, that you went to some kind of meetup, like to really go out of your way to do that? I'm about to go find some people that got it. I'm about to go find some people that's on another level. When the last time you went to go to a seminar? I know you go to them babies' games now. Hey, yeah, you be making them games. I'm talking about you pull up, you have your little fold-out chair, you might have an umbrella pitch and on your credit cleanse at the same time. And I admire that. And I appreciate that of you. However, we're going to have to sacrifice and go to these seminars too. Kyra, did you tell them that you just drove to Arkansas?
Yeah. No, I didn't tell.
Just drove to Arkansas on a whim and like, nah, I feel like what I need is there. So I got to go, Key. I'm like, all right, do your thing. Go ahead, do your thing. It was on a whim.
It was last minute and everything. But it's like when you get offered an opportunity, and it ended up being like a really great thing because I got to spend the whole entire day with somebody at a level that we are trying to get to. And so I needed that. I needed my cup refilled because here I feel like I said, we pour and pour all day. But now it seems like in our group, we're here. We used to be down here, but now we're here. So being at the top, like you're pouring, but there's nobody to refill your cup. So when I got offered that opportunity, I was like, King, normally, and he knows, like I will not I would be like, no. But I was like, for some reason, I need to go. You got the key. He's like, I got it. Go.
Real talk. Double down on the daddy duties. You know what I'm saying? Say that 5 times fast. And like, yo, she did what she had to do. And sometimes it's like that. You have to go out there and get it. I promise you, you can go to a bad seminar. I really haven't experienced one that I went to be like, yeah, this is just terrible. Because I always learn something, even if it sucks. But if you go to 3 seminars, especially if they're hosted by big people, I promise you, you're not like, you go to 3, you're not going to say all 3 were bad. You're going to get something from it. You're going to have more energy, more vigor. It's going to do something to you. You have to get away from your family, because your family, your friends, or your comfort zones, because it's going to offer that same old type of energy. And that's why you are the way you are right now. That's where you are financially and mentally and emotionally and spiritually. Got to do something else, baby. So, Marquita, I'm challenging you. I need you to go to a seminar in the next 60 days. Better yet, 45 days. If you give me any lip, it's going to be 30 days. Drew, you have to double down on the daddy duties when you can, bro, because I know you out there. You know what I'm saying? Working. You putting on for the family. But I need you to help me hold her accountable. She needs to go to a seminar in the next 35 days. I know I said 45, but now it's 35.
And if we keep talking, it's going to be 10. So.
Like in the next 33 days, man, she has to go to a seminar. The next 33, I'm going to go to somebody else. But in the next 33 days, Marquita, I need you to go to a seminar.
Yes, and meet somebody.
Facts.
Meet somebody that's on the level that you're trying to get to.
33 days. Oh, you got another message. Okay. Now, now it's like I said at the beginning, everything's going up in prices
right now due to changes, kids going through. It is a lot. No, I definitely understand. It is a lot.
And walk in faith when you do it too. It's like, man, you know what? I'm about to go to this seminar because I know I'm going to receive something that's going to help me go towards where I'm trying to go. Sometimes you might meet a good contact. Sometimes it might be a bit of information. Like, yo, I didn't know that. Well, I ain't look at it like that. For me, it's the energy. I like going to them rooms because everybody that goes to the seminar, bro, is there for a certain reason. They on some self-help stuff. Everybody trying to level up. So it's a certain spirit in there, if you will. Kind of like when you go to the club, everybody going in there with the spirit of letting loose and getting a little naughty, right? Seminar is the opposite of that. Everybody's in there to turn up, financially, spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Their livelihood, like, no, I'm here to turn up. I promise you. Oh, I need to go to a seminar. I'm talking myself into it.
Yes, you do. In the next 35 days, I need you to be going to one.
You said 45 days?
No, 33 days.
33 days? No, that's not what you said.
30.
All right, next. In the next 30 days, y'all, I'm gonna be at a seminar. I put my word on that. So if I don't, y'all, it ain't no don't, because I'm gonna do it. But if I don't, y'all, what I gotta do? What I owe y'all? What, y'all want a pie to the face or something? Yes, give me one of them Porsche Panera breads. You say, I don't know how or where, I don't have the funds since all the changes, we on pause. I feel you, right on. Okay. What if they tell you, hey man, it's free, you just got to come here? And you in a big city, like you're in a major city.
They have them all the time.
Yeah. I ain't trying to hear that. Come on now, come on. We can't do no DoorDash or something? You know what, I'm about to DoorDash for the next 3 weeks and give me a couple dollars. Come on now. Or you can call me. We can discuss it. I will give you. Oh, we said the milk crate challenge. Oh my goodness, I'm definitely going. I am not army weight no more. He said the milk crate challenge. I am gonna kill myself.
Yeah, you gonna kill yourself because you ain't gonna make it.
Marquita, let's do an improper call. See how we can get these funds up. Me and we're gonna do it together because Kyra just put me out there. So I need to go to. So we're gonna find us. We're gonna find us one to go to, and we're gonna talk about getting the funds for it. So
right.
DT said the milk crate challenge, man. I promise you, I bet if I don't go to a seminar in the next 30 days, I will do the milk crate challenge. Oh my goodness.
Marquita, I also want to say this. Right now, you're not using your resources. You have us. You are part of the Credit Cleanse family.
And how many times you reached out like, yo, I feel like I'm drowning right now. Yo, like, yo, I don't know where the next meal coming from right now. I'm like, yo,
Now, we may not say everything that you want to hear, but you know at the end of the day that we got your best interest at heart.
Speaking of, I said, you don't remember the coaching calls that me and you had specifically, me and you? You remember that talk we had and you couldn't see your way through? And I'm like, look, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. And before you know it, like in less than 3 months, like, we made some magic happen and you was happy. You was up. You know what you stopped doing? You stopped showing up. And that's what we do. I'm calling you out because you're like a sister. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. With where we at with it, you like a sister. So I got to keep it real with you. Like you stop showing up, we'll get comfortable. And me and Kyra do the same thing as well. So I ain't going to just attack you like that. But we'll find something that works and we'll just get loosey-goosey, like, oh, I'm good, I'm chilling right now. Like, no. Especially when it comes to business. When you see it work, you got to double down.
Right.
That's something that I've learned personally. That's a personal journey past like 2 years. You know, if you see it working, you better double down. Double down, because you never know when the next issue's going to arise.
All right, guys. One thing, do y'all have any questions for us tonight?
We don't have to an hour.
Y'all have any questions for us? Whether it's personal credit, business credit, what we've been talking about tonight, funding, leveraging, building, whatever, we got y'all. So if you have any questions, please ask away. But I do want y'all, I'm putting a thing out there for all of y'all. Find a group out there of like-minded individuals that have a goal that's common to yours. It doesn't have to mean that y'all are in the same industry. Y'all could complement each other. Maybe this person doing dispatching, but you doing like the actual trucking industry as far as you have a truck and everything else. Like those complement, like find somebody that complement so y'all can grow together or you can get to where they are. And that doesn't mean a lot of people are using this loosely, like as far as saying, okay, I'm gonna go around these people because they're where I want to be, but you want them to constantly pour into you, but you're not bringing nothing to the table. Now that's using.
Facts.
You need to go with the intentions of you probably have something that they don't understand or know about. Pour into them as well.
Okay, we have a question. Oh, I'm glad you said that. Here's what nobody ever asks the rich person or the wealthy person or the person that got it. Nobody ever comes to them and asks, is it anything that I can do that will add value to what you're doing? That'll open up a lot of doors. With that mentality and with those words, is it anything that I can do that will add value to what you're doing? Some people are like, you know what? Nah, I'm good, but you know, what's up? Where you at with it? What you got going on? And they will help you. You know, people tell me all the time, it's like, well, I ain't offered to you, bro. You know, you rich. First of all, don't be counting my pockets.
Mm-hmm.
I might make it look good, like my kids is expensive. I don't know where to get that from.
All right.
Yeah, you're right. They get it from Kyle.
No.
I need to go play like that.
You are.
But for real, like, yo, do that. When you're dealing with people that you feel like they just got it made. People, you got to think about what it's like to be that person. People are always asking them for things. Nobody's ever trying to serve. I learned something at a seminar. If you're gonna go to a seminar, show up early to help set up, or stay late to help put the stuff up. That's how you build relationships, because you're going to stand out. So if it's going to be 100 people there, they're going to remember you. Why? Because you're the person that showed up like, hey, I know the thing says start at 5, but you know, I'm here at 3. Y'all need some help setting up? It's like, yeah, man, for sure, man. Hey, man,
guess what they also gonna do? Pour into you.
Facts. Hey, man, let's go have a drink. Man, what seats you not VIP? No. You VIP, man. You come up to the front. Like, hey, man, it works like that. It works like that. Y'all need to. I'm about to pass that collection plate around one more time, bro. Y'all owe me for that one. That's a top tier game I just gave y'all. But for real, we had a question though. Hey, what's up with FICO 10? When to expect that? I wouldn't.
Yeah, FICO 10 is already out. We're on 10T now.
Facts. And you like when are you? Mm-hmm. And you're thinking like, oh, well, when they're gonna implement it? They already are. But it's up to their discretion. Some people are just old school, like, nah, I'm still on this 8. No, I'm on this 9. I'm on this 10. I'm on this 10T. Just at their discretion. You just need to make sure that you're good on all bases. So regardless of what model they're planning to use, I'm good on all bases. We got the cheat sheet. Like, all right, so I know they're gonna be looking for this, that, and the third. I need to make sure my stuff is on point.
Right. And that's you building. Guys, everybody be focused on different FICOs or whatever, or their score in general. You do not have to worry about anything if you have built your profile credibly from the start. You know, your utilization don't need to be going over 30%. You understand that payment history is everything, right? You understand that you should not be going out here looking thirsty in these streets and applying for any and everything, right? Also, age is everything. That's something we need to treasure. So if like you putting all this stuff in the mix, you need to have a little bit of loans on there. You need to have some credit cards. You need to have some lines of credit. You need to have a mortgage when you're able to. You need just diversify. So with all that being said, if you're doing everything by the book and you're getting all that stuff together and you don't have any late payments, no collections, no charge-offs, right, and a limited amount of hard inquiries, it doesn't matter what FICO that they're using, you're going to be great.
Right.
So get the score out your head and go for the profile. Build the profile correctly.
All right, I'm not saying any more questions, and we've been on here for a minute. That's crazy. Time flies when you're speaking the truth.
Facts. Yeah.
Hey,
I want to say one last thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. And I'm not.
Yeah, so anyway, y'all, we nobody trying to hear none of that.
I've already said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Please, guys, find one source and buckle down on that source. I'm telling you, y'all, that is the key. Truly, this is from our experience when we first started, whatever, just they doing this, they doing that, we got to go learn this, we got to implement that, and it got us nowhere. Find one source and stick to it. If you know that this person is the GOAT at this, right? You didn't see them have buku testimonials. You didn't see receipts at the ass. You hear them on the live and people are constantly saying it. I ain't talking about credit cleanse though. No. But I'm saying when you have all that there and you hear nothing but good things or whatever, why would you get information here, but then also go somewhere else that just started and I'm going to go over there because I don't know. I just heard so-and-so, which was their best friend, said it was good. We're in 35 different states for a reason. Not just here. In 35 different states, obviously we didn't have support from family and friends, all our family and friends. So we had to go out there and get it. But when that is said, when you find people like that, that's who you let pour into you until they cannot pour into you no more. Once you didn't learn all you can learn from them, then you change your source. And this is with anything in life. If you have somebody that's in your circle that's up there and you want to get up there, you should be listening to them. You shouldn't go get stuff from them and then you hear Sally in the background saying, girl, but I think you should do it this way. But Sally over there is on Section 8 and about to get kicked off of that. I'm just saying. And I'm not knocking nobody on Section 8. I've been there before. But so I'm just saying though, like if you know it's somewhere that you want to be, quit listening to all the background. Find one source, get the information there, and go from there. That is your path to success in anything.
Yo, I'm taking like the role we're taking the role as top credit educators, because I don't know nobody else that's like giving it like this. And if y'all know, please point me to the competition so we can raise the bar. If anybody can fix your credit, but I mean, I don't know who else is bringing it to you like this, y'all. No fluff, just bells and whistles. I know it. I know it. I know it. Nah, for real. But nah, seriously, guys. I was dead serious about that. Like, yeah, we got to be the top credit educators, because I don't know nobody else that's doing it like this. But man, we love you guys. We appreciate you. I didn't see any more questions. You want to leave them with something?
Later.
Later.